Hello everybody and welcome to Koi Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a behind the scenes video special. We're going to show you how we do everything that we do. Obviously it's not that easy to do some of the things we do on the fly, but what we're going to do is we're going to show you some of the equipment we use, and we're also going to show you guys how to utilize OBS and how to utilize Restream, and anything else we should talk about?
I think we can do anything on the fly too.
Do anything on the fly?
Yeah.
Alright, so next guys is we're going to show you guys the setup that we have in order to bring in our retro consoles, and just talk about a little bit about the PC we use and storage and that kind of stuff. Alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, so we're back.
Yeah.
We just took a quick behind the scenes video. It's going to be showing up on your left hand monitor here now. So we're not going to say any more, and we're going to let you guys listen to the video here.
Yeah.
If you've got any questions, let us know. Alright guys, so here's the behind the scenes setup of everything that we have. We've got webcam, ring light, microphone stand, all pretty standard stuff. OBS is running on our 4K monitor, and we're currently piping in the Wii U. So I'm going to show you guys how we do this stuff. This is where the magic happens, right here. Here's our Wii U controller. Our Wii U is down here, underneath. It goes to this little box here, and I can select my HDMI input, but there's one master output. That master output goes to this device here. This is called Intensity Shuttle. It's a USB 3 Blackmagic device. So I plug in all my stuff into here, and then one HDMI goes up to this Blackmagic device. But what's cool is this Blackmagic device actually has a passive HDMI out. That allows me to go to this bigger monitor here. So what I do is I play the retro games through the monitor. It comes up with the Blackmagic device via OBS because I have that set up as an input, the Blackmagic device. And that's how I'm able to take all my retro devices, or most of them, until I get some cables, and that's how I'm able to set it up. Currently, I've got a new Super Nintendo that I just got yesterday. I should say new. It was pretty nasty when I got it, but I got it all fixed up. Yep. We got an SNES Classic. Yep. We've got, obviously, the Sega Dreamcast, great console, the Wii U, and we've also got the Switch up here. So they're all hooked in, well, not at the same time. They're all hooked into this little device. And yeah, it's a great little thing. It's an HDMI switch. I've also got up here a network accessible storage, or network attached storage. This is for backing up my OBS and everything else. And so I do my backups. I've got a RAID 1 set up on it, which is 2 mirrored drives. And this is just kind of what you see sometimes. It's just a Nintendo just sitting there. Yeah. It works, but I don't have many of the cables for it. And I don't even have the games. It's just something that I had left over from my youth, and a little Game & Watch. Yep. I've also got this little Ace Combat HOTAS, I think it's called.
Flight stick.
Flight stick.
For flight simulator.
That's right. And, of course, this is the main guy here, this PC. This PC right now is running a Ryzen 5600X, so that's the newest gen, 32 gigs of RAM. It has 2 mirrored RAID 1 8TB drives in it, and it has well over 3 terabytes of SSD storage. 1 terabyte of it that I use as the recording drive is an NVMe drive, Western Digital Blue drive, and that's used for recording everything too.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa. So yeah, guys, that kind of goes through our setup. We've got 3 monitors here.
1, 2, 3.
So the one on our right-hand side is a MSI 32-inch, 165 Hz 1080p display, curved. On the wall. The bottom one is a 28-inch 4K. which I use for OBS because it allows me to have a lot of screen real estate. And the top one I use as just basically a spare screen for Restream. And that's a 24-inch Asus 144 hertz. And we've got a Logitech 920 webcam. And we've got a ring light that's controlled. With this little controller here, I can actually change it up and down. And I can change the color temperature as well. So yeah, guys, that's the setup in here. I think that covers pretty much everything.
Yep.
And yeah, next we're going to switch over to OBS to show you that. Alright guys, so that is basically how everything kind of works from the retro gaming side. The next thing we're going to show you guys is OBS. I'm going to show you how I have that all set up.
Really where the magic happens.
Yeah, so you're going to see some crazy stuff here now, so we're just going to pause it. Alright guys, so we're just going to show you guys quickly how we have things set up. This is what works for us. It might not work for everybody. I'm just going to go over some of the general ideas of how OBS works. So OBS is a program that allows you to take in multiple sources, set up your scenes, and do everything live without having to do much post-processing. So as you can tell, I got scenes set up here. I'll just show you guys what I do. My basement chat scene that you guys see all the time. Guys, so here's the behind the scenes setup of everything that we have.
This is going on over here. I'm going to stop that.
Webcam.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to remove that now because I don't need it anymore.
Okay.
Alright, so that's gone. That was the video that we were showing there a second ago. As you can tell, your sources, this is all the layers that I have going on making this all happen. As you can tell, the more layers you have... Yep. Oh yeah, true. Sorry. Okay, you're very true. I'm basically in the Matrix there now. So,
yeah.
So let's look at this again.
Yeah.
As I was saying, we've got all of our scenes here, and we've got our sources right here. Your sources are what make your layers. So you can bring in your webcam, for example. I'm showing the 4K monitor currently. That's why you're seeing an infinite effect on OBS. You're seeing, it looks like a tunnel. So you can add sources fairly easily. Just press the plus button. Add images. You can add game capture, display capture, browsers for your chat. That can all be added here. Okay? So that's that part. And yes, I believe they could see what I was doing because I'm recording this screen, right?
Maybe.
But anyways, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we'll go into our settings now, guys. You can stream here, of course, and you can stop recording and all that stuff. But we're going to go into settings. For me in particular, I've got an NVIDIA graphics card, so I'm using that as my main encoder. I'm going to show you guys the canvas resolution here. I've got my canvas resolution set to 3840 by 2160, which is 4K resolution. You can actually downscale. I wouldn't downscale more than one resolution at a time. This Lanxos, or I can never say the word, but this is your highest quality downscale filter. You want to stick with that if you have the machine to do it. Next, I'm going to go to audio. I set it to 44.1 kilohertz, which is CD quality. In your global audio devices, disable anything that's here that you don't want to use. So it's showing desktop audio 2. I shouldn't have that. If I had desktop audio 2 enabled, I'd get an echo effect. Because even though it's basically making the same sound, it's offset by a little bit. That's what creates your tinniness sound, sometimes in your OBS broadcasts. Next, we're going to go to output. So for streaming, I've got a fast connection. CBR is my rate control, constant bit rate. And I'm using a bit rate of 27,000. A keyframe interval is set to 2 because that's what's recommended. And I've got it set to quality because max quality actually basically processes every frame twice and adds a lot more overhead to your GPU. Next, we're going to show you your recording tab. So my recording tab right now is set to CQP, which is the highest quality. Well, I shouldn't say it's highest quality. One of the higher quality settings. I've got it set to 14, which is virtually lossless. And my keyframe interval, again, is 2. My preset is set to performance, and my profile is set to high. Next, we're going to go to advanced. I've got my color space set at 709. That's what's recommended for NVIDIA graphics card. My process priority for OBS is set to normal. One thing of note, I always run this in administrator mode. Run OBS in administrator mode or you're going to have problems. You're going to get choppy gameplay. It's not going to look very good at all. Last thing we're going to go to is the stream. Alright, so for me, I'm in Canada. I use Restream to... I push all my data to Restream, then that Restream forwards it to YouTube for us. That allows me to get that nice chat box and stuff that you see in a lot of our videos where it says Restream on it. I have to go through the Restream service. You can pay for premium, however I don't. I use the free service. It's more than good enough for me. And yeah, I think that's it for the OBS side of the house. I'm going to show you guys quickly. Basically, I'll just add something here real quick. Just gonna make my go up. Add. I'm just gonna add my Blackmagic device. Show you guys how it works. I'm gonna add my console connection. You guys will see it come up as an input. See it there? It's all set up. However, I can actually also go into the options. This is where I can set everything. I'm set to 720p, which is the resolution that works with my capture card. I'm set to pixel format 8-bit YUV, color space default, all default. Whole thing here too, guys. I'll show you guys. So you can stretch this as far as you want. If you just click, it'll keep its aspect ratio. If you hold Shift and click, you can stretch it into any shape you want. That's what allows me to do some pretty crazy stuff and fit it where it shouldn't fit in CRT monitors and that kind of stuff. But if you click again, it'll go back to its original configuration. You can also do an Alt click. You can actually get rid of, and this is what's really useful. Let's say you just want part of a screen. Let's say I really want to emphasize on Misty over here. I can actually cut it out and just really just show that. As you can see, and I can move that. And I'm just showing that part of the screen.
It's like cropping it.
You can crop it in real time. This is video that's all rendering. It's pretty neat. And if I click it now, but unfortunately when you do this, I don't know of another way. You got to press Alt again to get your ratio back in play. Once it all goes red, you know you're good. So we're still left with a little bit on the top. Now we're back in business. If I shift click it, I can bring it and stretch it all over the place again. So I'm just going to quickly remove this now because we don't need to show that anymore. All right, so that's Retroarch, or not Retroarch. That's OBS. Yeah. I'm actually going to bring up a Retroarch session and show you guys how that works too. Give me a moment. All right, so we've got Retroarch up. I'm going to now add that as a I believe it's game capture. Yeah, add existing. There it is, shows up. Just going to keep that right there. It's good enough for now. I don't need anything else. So yeah, guys, I have that added as a game capture input. If I go and I open any game, it doesn't matter what game it is. Let's go with, I don't know, Animaniacs. Why not? Use my core, SNES 9X. So that just anchored, right? I can put that wherever I want. As you can tell, I've got a little bit of a CRT screen effect. That's a preference. You don't need to have that. That's it. That's how it works. So now if I go to, and I want to set up remote play, press F1, go back. Oh, that's always a little weird. Let's try that again. All right, so I've also got, you see, for our basement series, I set up what's called remote play. So right here, I host. Okay, So I host from here. I have to click host, and then it'll actually host a game. I've got my ports forwarded on my router that allow me to have an open connection. And yeah, so when Jerry goes to connect, he connects with a password and the IP information and the port. And that's how we do our Basement series gameplays.
All the secrets are revealed.
Yeah, that's kind of it. The next thing I will show you guys, I guess, is what else? Modern games. Just do game capture for modern games. So what else was I going to talk about? I did the OBS.
Yep.
We showed the behind the scenes. We showed Retroarch.
Yeah.
I think that's most of it. All right. I think it is. I'm going to remove this now. And then we'll just go back to the basement chat here real quick. Just going to close out this game. I don't need that going.
And we're back.
So we're back, guys. That's kind of how it works. I'll talk quickly before we leave today about the restream that you see up on the top right-hand side. That's our chat. I actually have that interface to my Discord. I could show you guys really quickly how that works too. So what I'll do is I'll bring this over here. I'll bring up my Discord. Bring that over. You guys won't see this yet. I'll select that as a scene here where it just captures this. Alright, so we're going to switch over now to the screen cap. Alright, so here we are. We're back. You can see OBS on the left-hand side. We've got Discord going. This is the official Koi Fish Gaming Discord. If you want to get a link, we've got links all over YouTube. But you can also email us at koifishgaming@gmail.com. And we can give you a link to this if you'd like to join our community.
Find all of that in the About as well.
Exactly. So this is our Discord. And the way this works is I've got this set up to basically, when I type something in here, welcome everyone watching this video. You'll see it here on the little screen here when I type it. Press enter. That should forward over here. So you'll see that come up as a little message on that little screen. We're just going to switch back to see if that actually did work. There it is, just like that. So Discord is interfaced. So I don't need to be live in order for people to be able to post live on our videos. However, let's face it, if you're recording, how are they supposed to know that you're up and you're doing something? Unless you are doing something, say, you're recording, but you're also streaming it to Discord, and they can watch it on Discord, and they can chat on Discord, which is what some people do. I don't use Twitch personally because I find the bitrate's really not that great. And I find that I don't like to upload things that are in inferior quality. It feels really disposable. And I'm trying to make videos that 2 years from now, if you go to watch it, it's just as good as the day.
It's still relevant.
Yeah, it's still just as good, right? So guys, that pretty much does it. We've covered the behind the scenes of how we do things here at Koi Fish Gaming. The last thing I'm going to go over is what we got coming up in the future. We're going to be doing more Basement series videos.
Yes.
You guys have seen that we're doing the Gloom RTX stuff. That's a hobby of mine that I'm basically marketing. Just trying to get a player base going for Gloom again. It was a really great game that I played in the early 2000s, back in the dial-up days, and we're trying to get it back up to the point where it's utilizing the ray tracing element of the NVIDIA's graphics cards. I've got a RTX 2070 that I've had for a couple of years. Still does great. Glad I got something like that. Right now it's hard to buy a video card. And yeah, we're really excited to bring you guys new content. We want everybody to be part of our community. If you want to get in on a video,
for sure,
I've got everything in the Discord to bring people into the video so you can be part of our community and be part of our videos. So we'd like to once again thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep.
Hopefully this behind the scenes video was interesting for you guys. And yeah, until next time, guys, this is Koi Fish Gaming signing off.